What's happening with it, YouTube? It's your boy Sp-aide, and we back at it with another one. Hold on, getting these notes right, trying to get my screen together. All right, so today we're gonna cover some more of my topics. What did I name it? I think I named it "Food for Thought on Men and Women," brought to you by Sp-aide or something like that. This will be the part two to that. So yeah, we're just gonna pick up right where we left off. So we left off on number 4. And number 4 is there is no wall, there is only desired and rejected for both men and women. So I'm gonna put it to you like this. This whole thing about a woman loses her value once she hits a certain age, she hits a wall, right? She hits a metaphorical wall, and now she's just deemed undesirable. That is, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. That's little dick energy. That is, it's little dick energy. It's little dick energy because it's just what is it based on? It's not based on anything that actually makes sense. Like, what do you mean somebody loses their age, loses their value once they hit a certain age? So how does that only apply to women and not men? You can't even make that make sense. So a man is the one getting better with age, and all women get worse with age. You see what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense. And you think that you're going to remain a desirable man your entire life? I mean, you can. Don't get me wrong. There's men out there like that. But is it majority of y'all out here talking about women are going to hit a wall and whatnot and you're high value and yada, yada, yada? Probably not. Probably not. You know, and most of that stuff really comes from a place of self-centeredness, really comes from a place of arrogance. And that's exactly why I can't co-sign that. How arrogant can you be to really fix your face to say that somebody loses their value once they hit a certain age? That's insane. That's insane. You yourself are commodifying human beings. Think about that. Really think about that. You are treating human beings, life, flesh and blood beings, made in the image of God. We're made in the image of God. So you telling me God is going to hit a wall once God hits 40? That don't make much sense. Again, this red pill stuff, y'all got to remember, it's coming from broken men. Broken men. Men that are not fully healed. They may have embarked on their healing journey, and they may have seen levels of success with it, but they're not fully healed. They're still talking from the perspective of the person that they used to be. That's where all this stuff is coming from. It's like when the bullied becomes the bully. You know what I'm saying? When the bullied goes out into the real world with a chip on their shoulder, and then they put themselves in a position to put themselves above other people, so that way when they talk down on other people, they can feel better about themselves. But I digress. That might be a little too deep, but it's still in the same ballpark. At the end of the day, age doesn't matter. Your value is not based on your age. Your value is based on what you contribute as a human being to society. Period. Enough of the foolishness. 5. You're not a high value man. You are a luxurious thought. You are a luxurious thought. You are a thought with money. You are a thought with a successful business. You are a thought that can provide material stuff. You're not high value. You're not high value from having a successful business. Why? Because that's what you're supposed to do when you go into business. You're supposed to succeed. You're supposed to get your business off the ground and make it work. You're not high value just because you do what hundreds of people do every day. It's just like you're not a good parent just for doing what a parent is supposed to do. Okay, you feed your kids and you make sure that they have a roof over their head and clothes on their back. You're supposed to do that. You don't get a cookie for that. You don't get a cookie for being a successful businessman. You're supposed to. Your goal as a businessman should be to succeed, right? So how does that make you high value? That's everybody's goal. That's not high value. I'm gonna touch on that a little bit more. But there's another one down there where I'm going to expand on that whole high value thing a little bit more. Let me touch on this luxurious thought thing. You are just a luxurious thought. So you reach level of high value man, and you belittle women along the way, you mislead men along the way, how are you high value? You're selling men dreams, and that's how you got rich. Andrew Tate, you know what I'm saying? You're selling men dreams, and that's how you made your money. We're not even going to touch on Andrew Tate because he's such a hypocrite. It don't even make any sense. It don't even make any sense. But that's my point. These people are getting paid and being successful businessmen, but their business is talking down on women and trying to make simps feel better about themselves. Literally. It's not coming from a place of godliness. It's not coming from a place of spirituality. It's coming from a place of worldliness. It's coming from a place of, this is my hustle. You know what I'm saying? It's like a business guru whose successful business is being a business guru. So he's not really a business guru. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't have an actual successful business outside of essentially being a snake oil salesman. Like, sure, he may be giving you actual facts, but I guarantee you these facts about business isn't stuff that he learned from his hands-on first-person, experience being a businessman, running multiple businesses for years, and the knowledge that he gained from that. It's literally he created a business about either what? Being red pill, selling some products, so e-commerce or something, or selling you some type of dream. And then that's how they get paid. So we got a bunch of snake oil salesmen in the red pill community, essentially, and you guys are eating it up because you, as a man, are also lost because you're on the internet going to internet personalities to tell you how to be a man. Think about it. Think about what I'm saying to you right now. You're going to an internet personality. This person don't care about you. He don't care. He wants to get paid. He don't care if you actually find love, bro. This is exactly why I just put my stuff out here for free. I don't want no money. I don't want you to pay me for this knowledge. Take it and use it. You want to pay me by actually taking this knowledge and becoming a better, mature, adult human being in society. Thank you. All right, let's go to number 6. Now, this is the one I was talking about. It's like it goes into part 5 that I just talked about. So part 6. How are there so many self-proclaimed high-value men, yet we as a race still deal with problems like world hunger or pollution, things that are man-made and endanger the entire planet? That brings me to my point on the last one. How are you a high-value man when you're just doing the bare minimum? How are you a high-value man? How do we have all these high-value men, yet we don't have any type of community protection militias? We don't have any cliques of men that are just going around being of service. Nobody's being of service. Everybody's just trying to get paid, spreading nonsense knowledge. And you want me to believe that's high value? Yeah, you're tripping. Okay, we still have world hunger. We still have human trafficking going crazy. Gangs still going crazy in the streets. But we high value men, police brutality is still a thing. Where y'all high value men at for that? How come none of y'all came together and did anything? We got all these self-proclaimed high value men and nobody's done nothing. Nothing. Back when COVID happened, Bill Gates started buying up all the farms so he could use the soil and stuff to produce genetically modified food. How come there is no collection of high-value men that got together and bought a bunch of farms to produce organic food? We're not worried about that, though. We worried about how many bodies this girl got. But you high value. Where is your value at? What am I supposed to value from you, bro? I'm a man. Everything that you done put on the internet, I could tell myself. I could do that myself. I could motivate myself. I know that holding my nut is good for me. I don't need you to tell me that. I don't need you to tell me that. So outside of your minuscule tips on women, and I use that very, very sparingly. What else do you provide to society? What are you of service for? Because it seems to me like all you high value men are just self serving men. You reach a level of success and do nothing but serve yourself with it. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Show me where anybody has done anything to change anything, bro. To change anything. Anything. Oh, wait. You can't. These men ain't doing nothing. They doing the bare minimum. And then dressing it up and making it seem like they're doing something because the rest of us haven't hit that level yet. And because we haven't hit that level yet, and most of us are used to a poverty mindset and a poverty lifestyle, we look at that like luxurious. So now everybody that is watching that, all the men that are watching you and your success are like, oh, let me copy him so I can get his success. Now you just got a whole bunch of nonsense. You got a whole echo chamber of relationship gurus, of manosphere gurus, of red pill gurus that don't teach you squat. 7. Hold on, let me check the time real fast. Okay, 7. Frivolous sex is something to be used in moderation, not a crutch, time killer, or lifestyle. We have a responsibility with our reproductive organs. Not saying you can't, because like I said, frivolous sex is something to be used in moderation. Okay? It's something to, like I said, you can have your fun. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Look at how y'all are doing it. 1,000 men in half an hour? That's what we on? 1,000 men in half an hour. Or not half an hour, half a day. 100 men in a day. That's what we on? That's what we on. Like I said, we have a responsibility with our reproductive organs. And I don't mean just the population. I mean for health. Your health also impacts the health of society. Because anything that you give to somebody, you can spread to the rest of society. Do you understand? It's disgusting. Truly disgusting. All right? What you do as a man. Doing that. Literally spreading your demon. You're literally spreading your demon. Same thing for women. You're literally spreading your demon. Spreading your energy all on these men. Spreading your transmissible diseases. Y'all are nasty. You should know better. Just because you're a man doesn't mean it's okay to have a high body count either. You have a responsibility with your sexual energy. This is more than just frivolous physical fun. There's real heavy consequences that come with playing around with this stuff. And y'all know this. And another thing, y'all want to waste your sexual energy, man or woman. Y'all want to waste your sexual energy and then wonder why you can't have the energy to put things into place. Wonder why you don't have the creative energy to bring that idea to fruition. Because you're wasting your energy chasing women. Because you're wasting your energy chasing men. Do you not understand when you get entangled with somebody's energy that's with you? It's inside of you. There's no running from it. Even if you pass it on, it's still in you. You just multiplied it. Now it's in you and that person. Stop playing around. Stop playing around. Like I told you, I didn't come here to be your friend. I'm not your friend. I didn't come here to feed your ego. I didn't come here to put rose-tinted lenses on your face. If anything, I'm snatching them right off your face so you can wake up and see what the world is really about and quit being a little boy and quit being a little girl. I don't care if it sounds harsh. This is the truth. It goes for me too. It goes for me too. I ain't out here doing what y'all doing. I'm practicing what I preach. I stands on that. The cost of sex is greater on men than women. This might be a bit of a reiteration of what I said on the last video, but it's still a very important point to make. When a man is having sex, he's putting out, okay? Like I said in the last video, when a man goes from having nothing to having a lot of something, it's a boost of self-esteem. It's like that when he starts acquiring women. When women start to find him interesting, is he boosts his self-esteem, especially if he's coming from not having any. Now, vice versa, a woman who's doing that same type of thing, chasing men, right, having frivolous sex with men, is cheapening her magnetism. She's giving her magnetism away. This is exactly why women with high body counts are seen as less desirable. Not because you have a high body count, but because that high body count is representative of all the people that you spread your sexual magnetism to. This is precisely why you might stop being seen as a sex symbol. This is probably why men stop looking at you as appealing, desirable, because you done gave all your desirability away. And it's opposite for a man, because when a man starts acquiring more women, whether he's having sex with them or not, he gets more desirable, because that's just how women are wired. Y'all are wired like that. Y'all can't say I'm wrong. Y'all have admitted it yourselves. That's how y'all are wired. Men are wired opposite. We're not wired to be like, oh, she's had hella sex. I mean, I got to get that next. No, that is not how we're wired. Because even without the common sense understanding of how sex affects us differently, we subconsciously knew that. We knew that on a subconscious level. That a promiscuous woman is not, or an overly promiscuous woman, a woman who can't control her promiscuity, is not desirable. Because we know you can't get nothing out of her but the box. You can't get nothing out of her mind, out of her heart, out of her soul. All you can get is her body. Because that's all she's giving. Because when she's doing that, she's telling you that's all she's good for. I'm sorry, this is harsh, but it's true. This is what you're saying without saying. This is all you're good for. And it's the same thing with men. When all you're doing is smashing, your community pee-pee. That's all you're telling these women. All I can offer you is some wang. It's sad and pathetic, and we need to stop it. We need to stop it, bro. It's not that serious. Sex is not that serious, bro. It's not that serious, bro. And if you think it is, you need to find God. You seriously need to find God, bro. It's not. There's so much more to life. There's so much more you can do with your sexual energy. Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. The things that you can accomplish, bro. You have no idea. You have no idea. And I'm going to leave it there for that one because we covered 4, 5, 6, and 7. I got 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll save that for the next one. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Y'all be smooth, man. Keep it in your pants. Step your brain game up. How about that?